Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Phoenix Wright. Phoenix Wright Attorney Justice for All. I get confused because I've just finished playing Dual Destinies on my 3DS last night after my week off. Yeah, I thought it was a good game, but now I'm hopefully just gonna not get my cases mixed up, and we can jump back into Justice for All. Right. Okay, and let's see if I can remember all the voices. Week out. I never really look. I never really remember how I or what voices I give and what I do. So this could be fun. Maya's pretty easy though. Nick, What is it?
I've got a confession to make. I'm terrible at figuring out magic tricks.
Magic tricks?
Yep, magic tricks are, by their very definition, tricks, right? But I can never figure them out when I see them.
I'm just gonna lower that a little bit because it's getting on my nerves, in my ears. You gotta put on the voice. If you should put on the voice. If you're not gonna do any voices, what's the point? You're just reading through text. You gotta give it some gotta give it some, some gumption, some elbow grease into it. Otherwise, how are you gonna get immersed? Well, that's because the tricks are performed by pros. They do it so you can't guess the trick.
But that trick Pearly showed me was incredible.
Pearls did a magic trick? What kind was it? I usually keep my normal voice to Phoenix because there's so much dialogue. That's the only one I refuse to change.
Let's see. It looks like she pulled off the end of her own thumb off.
Huh.
First, she put her right thumb next to her left hand and it just disappeared. She could move it up and down and everything. It was incredible.
God, I've yet to play Spirit of Justice, but I hope Maya in the preceding 8 years has grown up. I highly doubt that, though. Really? Was it kind of like this?
Wow, how do you do that? Nick, you're like a real magician. See, this is why I can't just figure out magic. I'm no good at it.
See? The magic was there all along. He already knew how to do magic long before he knew what is it, the grammar eyes and trucy. See, he was meant for the magic life.
Especially hard tricks like flying away from the scene of a murder.
You'll take all the fun out of magic if you keep trying to figure it out. I'm one of those where it's more. I get more. Personally, for me, I understand. I prefer learning how the trick works because that's to me that's the coolness of it. Working out how everything works behind the scenes rather than the trick itself. I don't see any way out of this. We're stuck between a rock and a hard place.
There's no way we can solve the mystery of a criminal flying by tomorrow. I was thinking, do you really think the criminal flew through the air? The only one who thinks that is Mo, right? He says he saw it.
That is true. This is the one with the magician, the big circus, the turnabout big top. If I'm correct. I can never remember the names. I just know they all have turnabout in them. Mo looked awfully serious when he said that.
You think he might be trying to frame Max?
If that was it, I think he would have simply said I saw Max, and that would have been enough. There's no reason why anybody would believe he flew. Yep, from the second game. Sorry, I'm just getting sidetracked for a minute.
But what if the criminal really did fly?
Well then, physics, I guess, is broken and we have to start believing in Jesus.
There's only really one person who could do that, Max.
You're really not helping my confidence here, Maya.
Everyone seems to hate Max. Ben, Trillo, Mo. They all have nothing nice to say.
That magician does seem rather full of himself, doesn't he? Especially when he says things like customers only go to the circus to see him.
He even hit Ben over the head with a bottle.
He put some force behind that bottle as well. To break an actual bottle over someone's head is remarkably, like, difficult. You have to put some proper force behind it. But what?
That doesn't seem enough to frame another person for murder.
And it was proven that neither Ben nor Mo lied on the stand.
Maybe Ben saw the ringmaster wearing Max's costume. But Mo clearly said he saw Max himself.
Yeah, we do seem to be in a hard place, don't we? So, well, where do we go first? Circus or detention center? I'm thinking circus. Hi, Phoenix, by the way. Coincidentally, we're playing this game.
You hear that? Sounds like two people arguing.
Oh, I can't remember what voice I give Trillo. I remember what voice I give Ben, I think, because Ben was more like the gullible one, or like where he's very nervous and doesn't sound like. I think I give Trillo like trying to give him like sort of like a Boston accent, whereas like, well, a poor one because I can't do accents for the life of me, but I'll try. I just can't remember what I give him. Okay, breathe it in, breathe it in.
All right, let's do it. Are you ready?
Yeah. Wait.
Quit your whining. Let's just give this a shot already. All right, let's go.
Okay. Row, row, row your boat. Oh, do I have to sing this? Okay.
Row, row, row your boat. What are you doing? Gently down the stream. Come on, you know that.
I'm trying my best, Trillo. It's just, this isn't gonna work.
Do you enjoy you saying dumb things? You're gonna have to be on your own someday. You can't handle something as simple as this. What are we gonna do then? Hi, Ben. Hello to you too, Trillo. What are you doing here? Can't you see we're on a secret crash, a secret crash training course? I'm sorry.
Secret crash training? Whoa. Yeah. Trillo wouldn't give up until I said we try his idea out for a new routine. So, we're trying to singing around for our new ventriloquism act.
In a round? You can really do that? That's incredible. Yeah, see? Even they are surprised by the idea. I told you.
I can't remember the ending to this case. I can remember who the person is who did it. I just can't remember the way they did it. So this is going to be a bit of recapping for me. They're not the only ones. You even surprised me with your idea.
Yeah, once we got a grip on the basics, then it'll just be a matter of practice.
You think so?
Oh, I almost forgot. I wanted to give you this back. Give this back to you. Yeah, there it is. Now that I've got this ring back, it's time to take one more shot at Regina.
Oh, I'm sure you will. After last time.
I know that you already testified in court today.
It always makes me think when they go to court in the morning, do investigations by the, I assume they get out around midday. I don't know how long court lasts. Never had to do jury service yet. But they're doing and then they investigate in the day and the night time, and then rest, and then go back to court. That must be a really stressful 3 days. Hope he's not doing a lot of pro bono work, otherwise he'd be knackered.
You want to talk about what we saw, right? Yeah? Well, at first we thought it was just the old man. Just looking at his walk and how he acted, right, Ben?
Huh? Yeah, that's right.
But then, when we said hello, we didn't even get a reply. Not to mention he was draped in those gaudy symbols. What would you have thought if he wasn't wearing those symbols?
Oh, I forgot. Wrong character, never mind. Have to go back into it. What do you think, Ben? What? I would have thought it was the ringmaster. Something here just isn't adding up. I wonder who they really saw. Tell you what, now that I've actually finished Dual Destinies, well, I'll probably talk about it after this, but I like the way that Phoenix is portrayed between these games and the later games, like in Apollo Justice and Dual Destinies, where he's kind of like 4D chessing people. Anyway,
I was hoping I could ask you about Regina. I'm completely serious about her. That's why I'm waiting for her even now. Really? That's so sweet. If you really wanted to see Regina, shouldn't you check out the tent? You haven't got a clue about things, do you, sweetheart? Eh? Waiting like this is a part of being in love. How so? You had a clue, you would know that waiting is such a sweet, wonderful torture.
oh, so he's into that type of stuff. Good to know.
When your body aches for your partner's love, that's one of the best parts. Yeah, I knew that.
Oh, Maya. She's so red, she looks like a vine-ripe tomato.
So, how is this new routine working out? Will you two just take a chill pill already? Our routine's a secret. We're gonna take the ventriloquism world by storm. It'll be a real revolution.
It is very hard to say ventriloquism in that accent.
That sounds incredible. But let me make one thing clear. We're not gonna take the world on just because that jerk said we should.
That jerk?
Max Galactica. Performers should aim for the world. Who does he think he is? Trillo, you seem really fired up about all this.
I should put a counter in the corner of how many words I fumble.
Yeah, he needs to realize that he isn't the only one who can conquer the world stage. You're right. Yeah, mark my words, I, Trillo Quist, will win the Grand Prix. You're the man now, doll. Row your boat will be the key to a glorious victory.
I thought that was a part of the second, verse, so I panicked there for a second. I was like, that doesn't rhyme. That does not make sense. Okay, not to rain on your parade, but wouldn't a more mature song be best?
Hey, you've got to start somewhere, right? Hey, don't screw this up. You gotta be a part of this, too.
Okay, so we talked to Trillo. I don't think we need to talk to everybody else. Or glance at anything around here. That's one thing I actually do appreciate about the Dual Destinies as well. You can only examine certain places. So there is a lot of lost dialogue, but a lot of the dialogue that you lose is just a lot of boring stuff when you go, oh look, a tarpaulin. This is oh look. And you're just learning about what these things are. I guess it's nice for younger people who are actually interested in what certain things are that they've never seen before, but I quite like it when it's more streamlined. It's you two. You look like you just got hit by a truck. Shouldn't you get some rest? I'm taking a rest right now, pal. I've been listening to some crazy clown's life story. Miss Von Karma told me to come down here and do this for her. Yeah, I figured as much. Let me tell you something, pal. Listening to that old clown sucks all your energy. Every time he's done talking, he just looks at you like you should be doing something. I think he's waiting for you to laugh at his jokes. Yeah, I know that, pal. You have any idea how much your face hurts if you fake laugh too much? Or if you fake laugh that much, or whatever he said. I like paraphrasing.
Francisca really set you up bad this time, didn't she? You ask me, she should stop listening to Mo herself.
No way, pal. You're not gonna get me to bite back a woman with a whip. No way. And I guess we now know what Gumshoe's into as well. Guess we're learning about a lot of kinks of different characters today.
Why are you defending her?
Prosecutor Von Karma's always got eyes on us. Every time you definitely don't want her to show up. Poof, there she is. Don't show up, don't show up, don't show up, don't show up, don't show up. Looks like he's wound up. Looks like she's wound him up pretty tight. She's directly above us as we speak.
Huh? How's that possible?
She's flying, Maya. She's found it. According to the clown, the culprit jumped from here and disappeared into the sky. That's what happened. It means the killer passed right by this window, pal.
Oh, I see. Who lives in that room behind the window up there?
The acrobat. Yeah, the acrobat got his room up to on the third floor. Got his room up on the third floor, it seems. Pretty soon, Ms. Von Karma's gonna start her investigation up there. So don't get any ideas of going up to the acrobat's room. Got it, pal?
Francisca Von Karma.
Once she's done with her investigation, I'll think I'll have a go up there and check it out. Just checking if there's anything else in terms of examining that will be useful. The ringmaster's body was found here. I heard that the way he fell over made him look like he was carrying a wooden box. But what in the world really happened here? This is the condenser for the air conditioner. It hasn't been used in a while.
What? How'd you figure that out? You're not making things up now, are you?
Hold your horses, Maya. It was easy to figure out. It was snowing before the murder, right?
Well,
Oh, sorry. No switch in thing. I thought it might switch because that's usually when they speak. Well, look at the condenser. The snow is still piled up on top of it.
wow, Nick. I'm impressed. Maybe you should be a PI instead of an attorney.
Well, apparently in this game, it's basically the same thing.
This safety light was on at the time of the murder, wasn't it?
That's what they say. There were performers in the lodging house, so it makes sense that it would be on. I bet the killer was worried that someone would spot them during the crime. And anything else? Yep, big tarp. Something's covered by this tarp. An old sign, perhaps.
Nick, look out! They've got the killer trapped behind that tarp. What? It wasn't funny? You know, it wouldn't hurt you to even look a little bit surprised.
Oof. She didn't notice that I was too. She didn't notice that I was too scared to talk. See, that's what I'm like. I'm one of those. I don't really show that when I'm scared. I don't seem to, be more shocked. I'm not like. Probably the reason I don't play many horror games is you wouldn't get the scared face from me. What I tend to do is I just tend to go very still. In terms of my face, I can move. I don't react. I'm not one of those who's very animated when it comes to being scared. Like if I'm in a movie, I can't remember the film we went to watch. I was on a date with an ex, and like the only time she could tell that I was scared is that I got a kick. So she got a kick. I got a kick out of the film. Was you couldn't tell by my face, but I tended to like lean more into the seat and actually like basically try and like hold on to the chair a bit more, like I was grasping it, and that's the only time she could tell because she obviously we were holding hands at the time, and she was just like she could feel me clench when it happened, and I don't know if she monitored what I was doing. I don't know because she was more I don't know she was more reactive than I was. a shame because I like playing horror games. I should play some, but it's just can I justify getting not doing it when I just don't get the I'm not like the big YouTubers. I don't have the scared face. Not that you'd see it anyway. Or the big scary reactions. Mo's not here.
If he was here, you would have been able to tell even before you stepped into his room. I'm sure you would have heard him laughing anyway.
I'm not doing the laugh. We'll do the laugh when he does it. I'll do Maya's laugh, which would be a ha ha ha. What do you think he what do you think he is laughing at when he's what do you think he Okay, swear I'm not dyslexic. What do you think he is laughing at when he's all by himself? It's just the way because it's over 3 lines. It just breaks it up a bit and it makes it look like makes the sentence look a bit dysfunctional to me.
I always thought he was just thinking up new jokes.
He must really love his work. Okay, let's examine if there's anything new here. Mo's got an excellent pair of pajamas laid on his bed in an excellent manner.
They're not actually pajamas, they're actually costumes. I guess you could say that they're all professional sleepwear. Really gotta give it to Mo. Slipping on a banana peel 100 times a day, that's incredible. Maybe I should try giving it a shot myself.
Have I played this game before? Yeah, I have. But it was, I want to say about 3 years ago now. You'll see whenever we save, because that's the last. It'll show when I finished it. Because I played the first game to the second game to the third game back to back to back.
I guess I'll start out by juggling.
Maybe you should start with spirit channeling. Just a thought. The fact that Maya can still get paid for spirit channeling always galls me. I'm not a big believer in stuff like that. All those clown costumes lined up like that. I don't know about you, but it's kinda creepy.
Look at the collection he's got, it's incredible.
Must be a collection of clown costumes from around the world.
Oh, I almost forgot.
What is it now? She better not want me to try one of these on.
I was thinking of starting a costume collection myself. I call it World Spirit Channels. We can display it in our office.
Again, referencing to a future game in the Spirit of Justice. Because that's generally what happens. Because I guess I can't remember I don't know a lot about that game because, like I said, I haven't played it yet. But it's basically you go to a new place and you go to a new place in the world where spirit mediums are a thing or more common of a thing than they are in wherever this place is. In our office, as soon as you start paying the bills, you can say that. Oh, oops, there, Daisy. Oh, they're just. I think. What are those things on the floor? Are those the juggling things he juggles with? I don't know. I'm not really big on circuses or clowns. Mo seems to be a. I have no idea how to pronounce that word. Voracious reader? I think that's how you say it. Look at all the hard books he has here. Clowns for Dummies, The Joke's on You, Treat Your Peons Right, and the classic Funny Jokes Are Funny.
Wow, Mo's very studious.
The Joke's on You, huh? I'll probably remember something. But we'll have to see. Because it's been a long time. Like I said, I remember I know who the person is who does it. I can't remember by what means. In this case. Oh, look at the ceiling. It looks like someone punched a hole through it.
You're right. I wonder what happened.
I don't even want to imagine what goes on here. And then the carrots, for some reason.
These carrots are like, look like they are the pick of the crop, don't they?
I still don't get why he went with carrots.
What do you think about this theory? Long time ago, the circus was down on its luck. Mo was so hungry that he had to steal horses' food to survive. You got addicted to their orangey goodness.
Well, they do improve your eyesight. I'd laugh, but I think Maya might not be too far from the truth.
Hee. Clown equipment is so funny looking.
He's got a balancing ball, a unicycle, he's even got a trampoline. But they're all broken.
Well, you've got to give them all a shot. Trying is the most important thing.
He sure seems to have tried them all, but were any of them actually useful? And in the window?
This is where Mo witnessed the crime.
Well, this is where Mo witnessed some craziness. I mean, come on. Flying criminal? Jeez. If we had a normal judge, he'd never believe something like that. Hey, do not diss the judge. He's great character. Love the judge. He's probably, well, to be fair, barring Phoenix, he might be the character who is in most games. Because I believe he's in every single game. Even like actually no, he might be in more games than Phoenix. Mo lives here, the clown. This good old fella behind here who we're gonna meet, and I have to unfortunately do his voice, because fun times. Oh yeah, I didn't examine here, did I? Anything new?
Look, it's Max.
Even when you don't want to see him, oof, he's right in front of you. Sure, the sign says Very Big Circus, but looking around, it might as well just say Cirque de Galactica.
The stars on his cheek sure are dreamy. How about I draw a star on your cheek, Nick? I've got a marker.
No, nope, it's fine, Maya, I'm fine. Completely fine, do not need to do that. It's a snack stand. They have hot dogs, hamburgers, and drinks, not to mention
candy and popcorn. They've even got snow cones.
who would eat snow cones in the middle of winter?
Nick, you think we can buy some snow cones?
Look around, there's snow piled up all around here.
Yay! Wait a second. There's no syrup, though. I want syrup.
Hopefully she doesn't notice that discolored snow in the corner. That is definitely not syrup. Yeah, like, the judge, because he's in every single game, you learn to appreciate him, and he becomes his own character. Despite him, you only see him very... Yeah, that joke is the same as it was. I'm not seeing there's any other additional dialogue, because usually there's additional dialogue between the days, because you learn more about certain things about the case.
Nick, the entrance is right here.
Maya, the circus is closed today. No clowns, no elephants, no shows.
I know that. Nick, you can get your picture taken with Dolly the elephant.
There's no Dolly, not today.
I know that too. Oh well. I'll just have to take a picture with whomever I stumble across.
It's not like we're here on business or anything, you know, clients to save, money to potentially get if we get him off the hook. I definitely hope we get paid more if we win. I definitely hope we get paid if we win, anyway, if we lose anyway.
The murder took place right over there.
You never really get used to the feeling of being where someone's life was taken.
I know. The ringmaster seems like he was such a good man.
He has a very good mustache. I can appreciate a man with a good mustache.
So sad for everyone.
This is the box office where they sell all the tickets for the circus.
They also sell programs. I forgot to buy one when we came to the circus last time.
So, why don't you buy one now?
Sounds like a plan. Oh no, it looks like I forgot my wallet.
Where do you keep a wallet in that sort of clothing, Maya? Because I don't see any pockets. If you want me to buy it for you, just ask me already.
You know, I'd never do that to you, Nick.
Yeah, with Dual Destinies, I do like how they turn Phoenix into they do turn Phoenix into more of like the way I can best describe it is when you'll see when we get to the trials where Phoenix is shocked by a lot more stuff. The prosecutor or the witnesses or the witness says were in like in Apollo Justice, but you don't really see it because he's not an attorney then, because it's more about Apollo. But in Dual Destinies, where you see Phoenix, you see he's not shocked by a lot. He's only shocked by when like he gets a contradiction, and then someone pokes like a hole and basically turns it around on its head. He still gets shocked, but he's a lot more. They definitely did a good job of writing his dialogue or writing Phoenix's dialogue. He definitely seems more assured and he's a more experienced attorney, which I guess would make sense since between I think the third game and Dual Destinies, I think a decade has passed. So you'd hope Phoenix would have grown up to that at that point. I think. Like how old? I was gonna say, nah, it doesn't show you here. Um, in Trial and Tribulations, I believe they show you how old Phoenix is on the actual icon with the profiles. So I was going to check how old Phoenix was in this game. I think he's around 22, 23.
Huh? Where's Regina?
I don't know. If she went with that tiger? I do not want to find out. Let's hurry up and get out of here.
Nick, you're kind of a chicken, aren't you?
Nope. I'm just allergic to wild tigers. Yep. Thoughts of the fur cats. Yeah, I'm trying to okay. Everybody get your stepladder jokes in right now, because this is the only time we're doing it.
Ah, a ladder.
It's just a stepladder.
What's the difference? They do the same thing, right? I think you should stick with the basic facts of the matter.
Oh, okay. Not even worth arguing with her on this one. Oh, oopsie daisy. There doesn't seem to be anything here that can help us. Not a single clue.
You know, I've been meaning to ask you. What exactly do you mean when you say clue? What are you looking for?
Bloody chainsaw, for instance?
Well, there's definitely not one of those here.
You never know. 1 out of 100, there might be a bloody chainsaw. Usually, because we're defending someone, it ain't gonna help our case. And we're in the, we're sort of screwed.
The seats are so far away from the ring.
But they do make up for it with the amount of people they can get in to see a show.
Hey, Nick. You think that if every person in the audience screamed once, the vibration they create could cause the big top to collapse?
I'm glad I don't pay you to come up with this stuff. Although I think a lot of this is just similar dialogue, but I want to go through it to refamiliarize myself with the case.
Hey, look, that's where Max made his grand appearance.
It's grand, alright.
I want to try entering court like that.
How'd I know she'd say something like that? And then the lights.
Oh, these lights are huge. If they fell out from the ceiling, you'd be going to the circus in the sky. Life is so fragile, isn't it, Nick?
Be snuffed out in an instant by falling gargantuan lights.
So fragile that I've decided to eat as much good food as I can before I die, like hamburgers.
Apparently you didn't notice the big sign that said closed by the snack stand.
Aw, it's closed.
Ah, yes it is, Maya. I think that's all we're going to get here until Regina comes. So, 2 places to go.
Max and the ringmaster had their talk in this room.
That could be when the ringmaster put on Max's costume and went outside.
Why'd he do that anyway? Was it really that cold or something?
He clearly wanted to be disguised as Max, Maya, you idiot. This was the table he used when visitors came to see him.
Ew, there's mud caked on the table.
Someone with terrible manners must have put their shoes on the table.
Nick, don't even think about providing a reenactment of me. For me.
I wasn't. How coof do you think I am?
Nick, look at all the cute trophies.
Indeed. Let's look at all the awards the circus has won.
Like, All-County Quiz Champions, Ringmasters Association, Mini Golf Master, Beer Belly Balloon Bounce Champ, Pet Grooming Grand Prix. Wow, the Ringmaster was multi-talented in ways I could never imagine. Never have imagined.
There we go, got it out eventually. Look at all the stars on this poster. Must have been the poster they used to promote their public appearances.
Posters are the way to go, aren't they?
What do you mean?
We should make posters to promote our law firm. Spine-tingling legal action, mind-numbing legalese. You will say, wow. Or perhaps, hold it, don't miss out on a stunning life or death courtroom thrill ride.
With those taglines, our law firm would sink faster than the Titanic. You want safe and secure, I think, for a nice legal, a nice attorney.
Nick, look at all the photos lined up on the wall. It's like a guided tour of the circus's clues, or circus's history.
Don't know why I said clues there.
This is so cool. It seems like there were so many happy memories. Maybe we should sort this thing out we should do this at our office. We can put up pictures of all the clients who have helped us all the clients who have been found not guilty.
There we go, got it on the end. And what about the clients who were found guilty?
Well, we'll just pretend like they don't exist. How's that?
Hey, that's what some law firms probably generally do, so.
Nick, now you've got me thinking about losing cases. Why'd you do that?
Okay, desk.
This is strange. Everything looks nice, but this desk looks old and cheap.
There's a really big photo on the desk. Picture of Regina and her father, the ringmaster.
He really loved her, didn't he? Regina was so lucky to have such a wonderful father.
Okay.
You may not know this, but they call this a tailcoat.
And they call this the face of someone who already knew that.
What?
Scrap of white paper sticking out the coat pocket.
Huh? Where?
Calm down, Maya. You can't just go rummaging through people's coats.
You always make me feel like I'm doing something wrong.
Really, Nick? Really? You have a problem with rummaging through people's coats? Even though you've probably done worse things in previous cases? To get evidence? You know, just thought we'd say it.
Huh? All these frames look the same.
They almost look like thank you cards. Looks like every year the ringmaster makes donations to charity. The Robot Clown Research Center?
You're kidding, right?
What? They may be a perfectly reputable charity in the field of advanced tomfoolery.
This is where the ringmaster applied his makeup.
Quite a collection of the most understated colors. Shocking pink, for example.
This one says 100% all natural organic mascara.
This one says sensitive enough for a baby, strong enough for a mime.
Ringmaster must have been really concerned about skincare. Very metrosexual.
That is a term that never really gets said anymore, metrosexual. Just a remark. Or just an observation, I should say. Hey, I try and take care of my skin as much as I can do. Although I have if I wash my skin too regularly, it tends to break out in a lot of dry skin. Oh, the moment I've been waiting for. Trying to remember this guy's voice. Ah, right. Welcome to the wonderful, the fabulous, the cafeteria. Yikes. He's in an awfully good mood. Alright, you know what time it is. Riddle time. Nope, that's for later, when hopefully I can do some side quests with the Riddler in Arkham City. Why does everyone cry when they eat Mexican pizza? Hey, comment if you know the joke, because I sure as hell don't. Come on, you can answer this. It's easy. Because cafeteria Mexican pizza is possibly a weapon of bowel destruction? Wrong. Try again. Okay, what do you think, girlie?
I got it.
Okay, what's your answer?
Because they are in the cafeteria.
Exactly. It's an incredibly sad place, that cafe. Huh? 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 Oh god, I want to kill myself. Uh, not in real life. Not in real life. I'm. Each one of his jokes just makes me question, reality and whether it's still worth, existing.
I did it.
What's going on? He's being way too nice. Guess we'll take a look around first. Looks exactly as they left it, as it was on the night of the murder. I was in charge of cooking that day. It's gonna be a special menu.
Really? What were you gonna cook?
Momu burgers? What are those? Comedy in general is kind of a rough topic. Yeah, I guess. Depends what type of comedy. You know, some comedy is... It's in that... Comedy's one of those eye of the beholder things. Like, you've got dark comedy, which I kind of like. You know? I do think that... Like, a lot of dark comedies, you know, it's one of those where you're pushing buttons, and that's where you tend to find a lot of room for a lot of laughter, because there's a lot of things you can do. If you go to something that's a dark place, that's where you tend to make people uncomfortable, and then you can make them laugh from that, because it puts them in like a state of unease, which is, for a joke and to make someone laugh, you kind of somewhat need some of that sometimes. Anyway, a beefy burger filled with laughs and a sauce that tastes like my jokes. They're outstanding. So those burgers leave just a bad of a taste in your mouth as your jokes then. Oof, Phoenix with a burn. Huh, the kitchen is over here. Oh yeah. I wrote a new joke about the kitchen. Yeah, so can I, but mine's probably gonna not get will probably get me censored off Twitch for some type of ism. Let's see, how did the joke go? Let me guess, what did the chef say to the chicken before dinner? After me. I'm not a dad yet, so I can't physically laugh at dad jokes. Although I do appreciate some of them. The well-crafted ones I can appreciate. It's gotta be something dumb like that. Yep, there we go. I'm not gonna repeat it, because he said it again.
That's a great one, Mo. I would never thought of that.
Just to show the IQ level of Maya. This is strange. There's nothing on top of this stand.
Look here, Max is written on it. It must be his VIP table.
Isn't it a bit small to be a VIP table? Wouldn't putting a 10-course meal... You wouldn't be putting a 10-course meal on this.
Well, he could still eat hamburgers, right?
Keep our cafeteria clean. Take a good look at that, girlie.
It says keep our cafeteria clean.
I added a question mark on there. I'm thinking that might be why the cafeteria is so dirty. I'm sure it is. There are dirty dishes all over the place. Must have been too hectic that night to clean them.
You know I can't stand a mess, Nick. I think you and I should clean this place up for them.
Yay! You two are gonna help us restore order to this cafeteria? What are you talking about? You're gonna help too. Clowns can't clean. We're here to throw pies, not clean them up. I'm a bust-a-gut boy, not a bus boy. Get it? That was 2 jokes in one. I'm fat and funny. Get it? Yes, Mo, we got it. I mean, later on, if you see Phoenix's, like, his actual... Yeah, I don't see a question mark there. Got a point. Good eye, Phoenix. Good eye. Living up to your namesake. Yeah, no question mark there. Very suspect. The chair's been knocked over.
That's what it looks like.
Looking at this brings back lots of memories. What do you mean? I proposed here to a girl on horseback. Of course, I was much younger back then.
So what happened? What was her answer?
Well, let's just say that my love was put out to pasture. Yeah, you think they would have put in a question mark just to change it up a little bit, and you know, it wouldn't be that difficult to change. All it would be a simple mark. Although I guess I don't know how they in terms of remastering this game. Like I've only ever played Phoenix Wright, the initial one on the DS, so I don't know what the upscaling was like for, you know, making these scenes compared to what these are. I don't know how they went about doing it. Did they just look at the scene they had on the DS and then extrapolate from there to make an actual more detailed scene? Or did they have like this concept image made and then shrink it down to be like into where it looks like it could be in a DS game? Who knows? I'll have to look it up after because that's mildly interesting to me. Huh, a bulletin board for bulletins. Doesn't look like there are any useful clues posted here.
Boring. Maybe we should leave a juicy tidbit for someone to read.
Juicy?
You know, like fake a clue, like a fake clue. Maybe something like message from the killer.
Give it up, Maya. You know Gumshoe will take it seriously. And he definitely most likely will. Okay, and let's talk to Mo. What have you got for me, buddy?
Today's been a really crazy day, hasn't it?
You're telling me. I didn't think it was gonna be so tough.
Tough?
Yeah, it was a tough crowd. That's what you call a crowd that refuses to laugh. I always like, to be fair, when saying stuff like that always reminds me of a George Carlin bit, who's an American comedian, very good in my opinion. Where he's got it's just like a little bit where he's like, when he's talking about like how doing his comedy, and he's like, listen, it's either you or me. One of us is going here because, you know, if I do well, I knock you all dead. I've done well. Or you get to say I killed them. But you know, you can say if you don't, you can say it's a dead crowd. It's one of those. I can't remember the exact bit because it's been that long time since I've seen that, but I'm always a fan of giving people stuff to watch. So yeah, watch a lot of George Carlin's comedy. The guy's pretty good. For instance, it's such a tough crowd this morning, I had to smash watermelons. I told them all a great story and even greater jokes, but no one busted out laughing.
You even used the famed no shoes, no shirt, no service joke.
Exactly! How can you not laugh at stunning comedy like that? Because I have a funny bone? Are you 100% sure about your testimonies today? I saw what I saw, I swear. That creep just
Flew through the air?
wasn't exactly flying per se. It's more like floating. The silhouette of his face made me positive it was Max. Don't see a Cyclock. You must be telling me the truth. Okay then. I guess we've exhausted all of our things to do. Yeah. I guess we have to go either to the big top or we can go to the detention center to see Max. Probably see Max because we need to enlighten, or for him to enlighten us on today's proceedings. Oh my oh wait, hang on. No, Pegasus voice. Give me a minute to cough. Just so I can get it out because I feel one's coming on. Gotta prepare for the Pegasus voice. Oh my sweeties. You mind hurrying up and getting me out of this place? We're doing our best, Max. Just hang in there. A little while ago, some people from the local TV station came by. And since I'm a famed magician, they said, let's make you your very own TV special.
Really? What kind of TV special?
Maximilian Galactica, the Great Prison Escape. It would be aired live.
Hey, that sounds like it would be an awesome special.
If I do the special before I'm acquitted, they'll never let me out of here for real. Well, it would surely be an unnecessary addition to your troubles with the law. I mean, if it's on a tape, does it really count as actually doing a crime? If you talk it over with the prison staff and you say, well, I'm going to come back in once I escape? Huh? Free money. And, potential, you get off with a light sentence, probably. If not any sentence at all. I wonder what is the actual crime they give you for, escaping prison. There's probably a term for it. I just don't know what it is. Because it's one of those rare things that happens. Because it turns out escaping a highly secure facility is kind of hard. People can do it, and there's a few people who've done it multiple times. But there must be a term for it. There has to be. Of course, prison breaks the word. I just mean, like, what's the legal definition of, like, the word you would use when, I'm charging this person with X. What do you say? Leaving before you've finished your sentence? There must be like a nice term for it. Like how, you don't get charged with flashing you don't get charged with flashing, you get charged with indecent exposure. Or being a public indecency. They have to dress up stuff like that to make it sound not as bad as it is for some reason. Anyway, enough about criminal charges. Jesus, we always get off topic when playing these games, don't we? And that's what I was thinking, but the production staff is already working on the show. If you don't get me out quick, I'll have no choice but to stage a real prison break. Well, I hope you've caught up I hope you've seen the films Now You See Me. I mean, they're not, personally, I don't like either of them that much, but they show entertaining ways of getting stuff out of finely tuned security, I guess. Spark the imagination. You seem awfully calm about that possibility. I'd have no choice. It would be a contractual obligation. That's show business. Smile for candid camera? Yep. Max keeps sneaking glances up at the wall. I wonder if he's still trying to be a star. And then this guy. I wonder if it's the same guy, and if it is, gotta respect it. This guy's been here since the beginning, and I'm pretty sure he's here in every other game. It'd be nice if we actually learn a bit more about this guy in the side games, like in one of the... I have played in Miles Edgeworth Investigation series, but I can't remember anything about them. I had to, like, I've played the first one, and I've played the fan translation of the second one, because I don't think there actually is I don't believe there is an there's an English version of the game yet. I believe they're putting it into, or they're making it as we speak. Because I remember with the Apollo Justice trilogy coming out on Switch, they're actually I think they're gonna do the Edgeworth games as well. Which is nice, because I think the only games that they're on are the DS, so you'll get updated visuals. This guard monitors the visitors' room. He's so quiet, you could forget he was even here. If he wasn't watching everything, that is. He's pushed up against the wall, kind of like a magnet on a refrigerator. Very interesting way of speaking. Or referring to someone, I guess. The night of the crime, you didn't happen to fly off into the sky, dude, did you? Here is how everything went down, sweetie. At the time of the murder, I was sitting in the ringmaster's room. Not to mention, flying off into the sky is not just something I can do at will. I don't care what the stoogey clown says, it wasn't me.
Max, do you mind teaching me that trick behind flying?
You'll have to forgive me, sweetie. The difference between me and the cheap imitation magicians is that I keep my mouth shut. Also, cords. Magical cords that you can't see and that are threadbare. I don't teach kids, but I will say this much. It's much harder than you think. Most tricks are. Especially the death-defying ones.
I was thinking about this in court today. I've got a favor to ask you.
Anything for you, sweetie?
Be friends with the other performers in the circus.
Fabulous, a great joke. Why would I be friends with a bunch of hacks like them?
But
I've won on the world stage. I won the International Grand Prix. International Grand Prix? Performers should always look to perform on the world stage. But the performers at this circus are completely and utterly devoid of ambition. That is something I simply cannot tolerate. Ambition, huh?
something about what Max just said rings true in my ears.
Well, hey, you gotta aim for the top, right? Oh my sweeties, you want to hear all about my Grand Prix, don't they? I don't know about you guys, but as a kid, I was always wanting to say Grand Prix, which might have got me in trouble a couple times for obvious reasons. To be honest though, I've told the story like 100 times already, so it's a bit boring. But sorry to make you tell it again. You must not have heard, I am really sick of telling this story. But what can you do? I am Maximilian Galactica. I suppose I can tell it again. Et voila! Here, take a look at this. I just happen to have a picture from the Grand Prix with me. Just look at that fabulous stage. This is the first stage I ever flew on. I flew right over the audience. By the judging of the look of the models, I don't think they might have been having a magic competition at a certain place, but I want to know why with the bunny girls. At that time, I thought to myself that I could die right then and die a happy man. I'll never forget how I felt that night, the emotions, the acclaim, the women.
Wow.
By the way, I think everyone who is a performer should get to experience that feeling. I just wish I could explain to the other people in the circus.
That's incredible, Max. I want a trophy too. Hey Nick, how about you buy me a trophy?
That's not how you earn a trophy, Maya. Technically, you can buy trophies. From really anywhere. And you give yourself one. It would mean nothing, but you could have it. Sorry, trying to stop myself from yawning there. My sweeties, you can have this picture of my triumph. Just make sure you show it to all the other members of the circus. Look and learn. That's what you should tell them. Learn how to get thrown in jail? Finally, a new piece of evidence. Right then, I assume we're going to follow that up and do that. I always forget how much evidence we actually have in these games. I do love when they start getting rid of relevant evidence or irrelevant evidence. Beautiful.
Do you mind taking a look at this?
Uh-huh. That's
I guess we don't need you to look after it after all.
Well, he was neither use nor ornament. Let's go to the big top. No Regina. Try talk to Russ, to the clown, maybe?
Ah, not this picture. He showed it to you guys too?
Huh? You've seen it as well?
Well, you know what they say about Maximilian Galactica. He really gets around. Oh yeah. He didn't just show me the picture.
What do you mean?
He showed me his bust too. And let me tell you, that thing is enormous.
Well, I don't think that Max has a bust. But, okay. Well, he has a bust, I'm assuming. But the bust you're referring to is, well, you know, you can see in that picture, there are clearly, you know, that is, his bust is the biggest bust there, but there are, physical bust. He has got the least physical bust out of the three people on that screen.
He'd made us worship it every day. He made us bow to his greatness.
He's got a big bust. Hey, Phoenix, do you remember your mentor? You should be quite well versed in big busts by now. I wouldn't mind hearing more about Max's bust. Not that I'm into that sort of thing. Well, confirmed, I guess. Phoenix is not a. Phoenix is an ass man, I guess. He is not into that type of stuff. Okay, Max's bust. Max's bust should be on that small table over. Oh, sorry, Mo was talking. Oh, forgetting my lines.
Max's bust should be on that small table over there.
There's nothing over there.
Really? Oh yeah. When was it? Say about 5 days ago. All of a sudden, the bust disappeared.
It disappeared?
If you want to see it, there's a photo on the bulletin over there. Max just had to put the picture up.
Hey, that thing is really cool.
That is one hell of a bust.
Nick, I want someone to make a bust of me.
Well, how about you following your sister's footsteps? Again, still haven't seen Spirit of Justice, so I don't know what Maya looks like in that game. Sure, as long as I'm not paying for it. Phoenix is paying for Maya's bust. Brilliant. Max G bust.
Is there anything else?
Oh, is there anything else that's changed about this place?
Nope, nothing's changed that I can see.
I wonder if he's actually thinking about this or he's just setting up a bad joke.
Nope, I'm drawing a blank here.
Quiet Mo is a good Mo in my book. I agree, Phoenix. I very much agree.
I guess these really aren't any other things that have changed. I guess there really aren't any other things that have changed, huh?
Well, there is one tiny, teeny thing that does seem different.
Tell us, please. What's changed? My patience, it's waned.
Well, on the morning of the crime, over by the bulletin board, as this piece of paper was posted front and center.
Piece of paper?
It's torn. I don't know what it said, but I could see its title.
Yikes, it says, to the murderer.
Murderer?
Yup, that's what it says. But the rest of it has been ripped off. And I don't know who posted it.
When did you find this?
The morning before the murder.
Morning before the murder.
Alright, Snake.
Yeah, the ringmaster was killed the night after this paper was discovered.
Who in the world posted this thing?
Nick, I think we better follow up on this important lead.
I agree, Maya. Anybody here? No. Anybody here? No. Maybe we show the note to you? Maybe you the one who put it up? Nope. That'll be a negatory. How about we show Max this?
Do you know anything about this note? The morning...
Oh, so I know it's me talking. The morning of the murder, it was posted on the wall in the cafeteria.
I do know all about that note. When I read it, my heart certainly skips a beat.
Your heart skips a beat?
While I was enjoying my morning tea, the ringmaster and company entered the room.
A man who enjoys tea. Surprisingly, he's not English. I'm impressed. You know, I've still never forgiven Americans for dumping all that tea in the harbour. Such a waste. I understand making a big show of things, but come on. Do you know how useful that stuff was? And company? Anyway. Move on with it.
I guess I really wasn't a company. It was just the ringmaster and my sweetie pie. When the ringmaster read the note, he turned an incredible bright red. All of a sudden, he tore it off the wall and shoved it into the pocket of his tailcoat.
Really? Out of curiosity, what in the world was written on that thing?
Let's see.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I don't want to steal the fun from my sweeties. Go on and find out on your own. It's not like, you know, my whole entire future is resting in your hands, and any information that I could give you would be beneficial to you, but who cares? We need the game to work, so go solve it yourselves, idiots. I'm sure you can find it somewhere. You might also want to ask my sweetie pie princess.
Cool. So, back to the circus. I'd like to think Phoenix has a car and that's how he can get there, but he took the bus to Maya's place, so I doubt it. Take the note.
Hey, do you see that? There's a scrap of paper shoved into the pocket of his tailcoat.
You know, I've got a feeling I know what this is. Do you, Phoenix? Do you really?
I bet it's the other half of that note that Mo gave us. And let's hurry and check this thing out, Nick. I knew it. It fits perfectly with the other piece.
What does it say? To the murderer, I have conclusive evidence of what took place. Meet me 10 p.m. tonight at the Lodging House Plaza.
Tonight at 10 p.m.?
That's when the murder took place.
We need to find out who called out the ringmaster.
Interesting. Very interesting. The ringmaster's tailcoat.
It's been expertly cleaned and pressed. It's got one perfect crease.
The ringmaster must have liked things neat and tidy. Ah, a man after my own heart.
This is kind of pointless, isn't it? There's no way this beats Mo's room. Now that's cool.
All I can hear in my head is right now is... Yeah. See what they did there, though? With, like, the paper slip, and then now it's back to normal. They could have done that with a question mark. Details, people. Details. Okay, now I have to find Regina. Hi, Gumshoe. How you doing?
Hey, Detective Gumshoe.
Oh yeah, I was mortified when I learned that Detective Gumshoe was not in Dual Destinies. Like, I don't think he was in... Yeah, I think he was in Apollo Justice, actually. I think he was in Apollo Justice in one court scene, if I remember correctly. But he's not in Dual Destinies, and that saddens my heart. I want to see my boy. I want to see the gummiest of shoes. My gummy boy.
Hey, Mr. Detective. I'm sure you did a good job as usual.
Well, I am done with the investigation of the acrobat, finally. Or Miss Von Karma.
I love when I don't have to when I don't have to speak. And they make the noises on their own. It's beautiful.
Nick, what's that beeping sound?
It's a bomb, Maya. I'll go off.
Hmm?
It's Miss Von Karma.
Huh?
Every time I hear that sound, she's usually not very far behind. Some sort of pager or something? If you don't mind, pal, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. Quick. See ya, pal.
I didn't know that Gumshoe could run that fast. So much for being a flatfoot.
I've never seen a grown man so afraid of a girl that's still in her teens. She's not a girl. Legally, she's an adult woman, 18 years old. She has a whip, and that's why she's scary.
Well, let's go inside. It's freezing out here. The wind is biting us. Ow! As biting his lashes from a whip.
Ah, here's everyone's BDSM. Oh, BDSM fetish. Everyone's favourite BDSM fetish, I should say. But Von Karma. She really did appear. She doesn't look as pretty as in that one thing when you get her from the side angle. Now she just looks eh. Clearly that's her better side, not the one she's doing now. It was a real battle today in court. Oh sorry, no, her voice, not Phoenix's.
It was a real battle today in court, wasn't it, Mr. Phoenix Wright?
Did you have to jump out and scare us like that? What can I do for you? Oh, never mind, shucks. Yeah, that's definitely the left-hand side is definitely better than the right-hand side. It's definitely the beauty spot.
Tomorrow will be the day my dream finally comes true.
You mean the story of my defeat at your hands making the national news?
Huh? National news? You possess such a small sense of scale. The global news, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Your miserable plight will be known internationally.
When you think about it, is this like because of national, international news? Is it these cases that make Phoenix an absolute acclaimed attorney? Because by the time of Apollo Justice and in Dual Destinies, they do have Phoenix is quite an accomplished lawyer. Like he's well renowned. Despite we've only seen him take 10 cases, I think, between 4 games. And that's before what happens in Apollo Justice. So, you know what I mean? The main events that happen in Apollo Justice.
The global news, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Your miserable plight will be known internationally.
I think she might be overstating the importance of a win by a Just a smidge. Ms. Von Karma, it appears you've got your hands onto something big, huh?
Huh. I'm amazed you picked up on that much.
Anyone could. You couldn't hide that look of victory with 10 paper bags on your head.
I've got conclusive evidence and a conclusive witness. Need any more hints?
Conclusive witness? You mean the acrobat, right?
I'm putting in the summons for him as a witness as we speak. It's the final nail in your coffin, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Yeah, I get it already. You want to beat me and destroy me, you know, revenge your dad, blah, 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 blah. I can't worry about her. I've got to try and find out more information myself. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, I can't worry about her at all. And then, next question. So, what's this revenge you're speaking about? I see a clear contradiction there, Phoenix.
It doesn't matter. Why do you always so hard on Nick? It doesn't matter if you prove the defendant guilty tomorrow. Nothing will be able to bring your dad back. My dad? You must mean the esteemed Manfred von Karma. Of course, your dad. I know you miss him. Enough out of you. One more word and you will get a mouthful of whip. Now, when did I ever bring up my papa's name in this, or in any other conversation?
Then what's this revenge you keep talking about?
You wouldn't understand, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I have to see him again. One more time.
Him?
I'm sure you know to whom I'm refer. Miles Edgeworth. What? Edgeworth? Mr. Edgeworth?
Yes, the edgy boy himself. The man with the most edge in the world. Miles Edgeworth? Miles Edgeworth? Why would you bring him why would you even bring him up?
You haven't forgotten, have you? You know who it was that trained the gifted prosecutor Miles Edgeworth? Manfred von Karma. Exactly right. It was my papa. That means Edgeworth was... right again. Miles was like a little brother to me. Huh? Little brother? But Edgeworth and Nick are the same age.
So we'll probably, if we see Edgeworth, I can't remember when we do. He is in this game, by the way. If we do see Edgeworth, we'll be able to deduce how old Nick is. Edgeworth. Look at that man. I mean, as much as I appreciate the slamming of tables that Nick can do with both hands, you've got to appreciate Miles. Miles has got his own tricks. My personal favorite, I mean, the one-hand slam of the table is good. My personal favorite is the tapping of the forehead and the shaking of the head, as if, you know, just to be like, you complete and utter moron. I appreciate being smug. I believe you should be when you're confident. Man who inspired me to be an attorney. He's got very, very fine eyebrows, doesn't he? I've never really looked at Edgeworth's model like this before. I fought against him in a few cases. A little after that case was over, he vanished.
It's your fault that he is gone. Huh? It's the truth, isn't it, Mr. Phoenix Wright?
I don't know.
Nick, what does she mean?
Edgeworth was never quite the same after that case, and Then, with a case after that one. Oh, so that actually addresses the case with Emma Sky and stuff and Gant and all that stuff. Interesting. I guess it adds to the point of why he would leave. He never set foot in court again. Into court again. Then one day, he just vanished. All he left was a simple note at the prosecutor's office.
Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth chooses death.
That was 1 year ago. It was a few months after you left to go back home.
Mr. Edgeworth, he's dead? I don't believe it. He's still alive, I'm sure of it. Somewhere in this world, he's still alive. Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth chooses death? Of course he did. You ruined his reputation as a prosecutor. You effectively killed the prosecutor in him. Just like your victory muddied the honorable name Von Karma. Not my fault your dad faked evidence. Just saying. Maybe your dad should have been a little bit better being a prosecutor and trying not to win all of his cases. Being honorable and being right and cheating, you know, bit of a difference. I'm going to find him, and then I'm going to teach him his rightful place with my own two hands.
Well, now we know what Miles is into.
Nick, about Mr. Edgeworth.
Maya, I already told you this once. Do not make me do it again. Don't bring up his name in front of me again, okay?
Nick?
Miss Von Karma?
What?
I don't know if you are God's gift to prosecutors or not. But I've had enough. But I've had about enough of you. Him too.
What in the world happened? This dog is all bark and no bite. He's already been defeated. Regardless, I have nothing to inform you two of today.
Yeah, when she does the snide one, she doesn't look too cute, but she always looks kind of cute when she's angry.
Tomorrow will be the greatest courtroom battle this country has ever seen. Nick?
Let's go. We need to talk with a performer on the 3rd floor.
I'm sorry I brought it up, Nick.
Well. Doopity-doopity-doopity-doo. Time to go to Acro's room. Damn, he is well built for someone who is in a wheelchair. Trying to think of what voice I want to give him. It's not stupid. Okay. Nope, still not got anything. I'm drawing a blank here.
You must be Phoenix Wright.
Yes.
Pleased to meet you. I'm Ken Dingling. But here at the circus, everyone just calls me Acro. Mr. Acro?
How do you know my name?
The detective told me. He said you'd definitely show up here. Acro, you remember this circus as well? That's right. I mainly performed on the tightrope and on the flying trapeze. But nowadays, all I perform is in my wheelchair.
Hey, you can do a sick wheelie though. Okay, and examine everything.
Hey, the net's ripped. Money must be prone to breaking things. He's hardcore.
The net looks fine to me. You really think that he plays basketball?
I think so. Monkeys live life above the brim, you know.
You're joking, right? You think a monkey has got proverbial game?
Of course, that monkey doesn't fake the funk on a nasty dunk.
Well, a prehensile tail might be an unfair advantage.
It's a monkey calendar.
Acro must really love monkeys. Hey, they're pretty cool. And they tell us about what, the science of what happened with us. No, because you can derive them, like, they're our closest, probably ancestor. Well, the closest thing that's still living to us, I guess. Alright, I'm yawning again. Oh, it's one of those, because it's midday, I tend to yawn a lot. I don't get enough sleep. Because I'm usually a night owl rather than an early bird. This bed is incredibly well made. It's almost like a maid made it up. Even the laundry on top is folded perfectly.
Nick, there's nothing usual about that at all. It's just how things are supposed to be.
Can a man respect another man for doing something said man cannot do? Hey, when I make my bed, it's not it's doable. It's not brilliant, but it's doable. He's got a barbell. Look around, everything he's got is for upper body training. Technically, a barbell cannot be. You want to get pedantic? It's, you can use it for other stuff. Say you do deadlifts, although in Acro's case he can't because for obvious reasons. But you can do stuff with a barbell that affects other muscle groups far in the body. Wait a second. These are the machines I see on TV all the time.
Hey, Nick.
What?
I don't have this one. This barbell here is a new model.
Don't overdo it, Maya. You don't want to end up a muscle woman. Well, I guess Phoenix isn't into the dommy mommy sort of thing. I mean, I don't judge as long as it's not illegal. You do you, but I don't see the problem with having, getting a bit muscular. I mean, if I was gonna date someone, I don't think I'd want them looking like, Arnie, but I wouldn't mind if they've got like, I don't mind if they're, train. I mean, that'd be the, because I'd be like, yeah, let's go to the gym together because, spend time together. I'm a helpless romantic and finding stuff to do like that. I mean, that'd be a thing to do. An activity to do with the person you like, going to the gym together. It sounds stupid, but I'd enjoy it. And there's nothing. And why not have a fit person to date? I would. You can see the big top from the window here.
There's snow on top of the big top. Kinda weird, don't you think?
Inside of the tent is warm, so any snow it lands on probably melt. Inside the tent is warm, so any snow that lands on the top probably melts.
Yes, you're right. Snow probably just slides right off.
Probably does.
Ooh, it's a huge pile of trash.
One man's trash is another monkey's treasure.
I guess you're right. Look, we're all shiny things.
So a monkey's apparently a pigeon. No, not a pigeon, a magpie. Got my birds mixed up.
He's even got a motorcycle exhaust.
Who's got a motorcycle? What do they call that thing? A tuba, right?
Of course it's a tuba, silly. You didn't know that?
Hey, it's a picture of Regina.
Well, she is a shining beauty.
No objections here. Phoenix, again, we don't want to go to jail. Calm it on the, opinions of the adolescent. Nothing about the marks here? Alright. Oh, okay. Higher. Only must use this to swing around on.
Go ahead, Nick. I know you want to ride on it too.
Maybe later. I mean, come on. I'd want to do it because I'm a child at heart. Okay, and let's talk to Acro. Acro, why did you want to join the circus?
When I was a kid, my parents failed miserably at business. Then one night they decided to run away from it all without me. The only person willing to take my parents' place was the ringmaster. The ringmaster took such incredible care of me. He was truly a lifesaver.
Seems the ringmaster was truly a saint.
He was. That's why I decided to do something very important. I decided that I would devote my entire life to finding a way to repay him.
Oh, poor Acro.
And now look how someone repaid him for all the good in his life. It is such a shame. Sometimes I think he was almost too kind. Perhaps he was too kind to his performers. Perhaps he was too kind to his daughter.
I wonder if he spoiled Regina.
Regina's so cute. She truly is a princess.
Truly a princess? Are you sure that's a good thing?
Do I detect a hint of a grudge against Regina? So, how did the wheelchair happen? Technically, you could still do the trapeze and the other stuff with, you know, without any legs. It'd be difficult, but you could do it, and it'd be extremely dangerous. Well, bear in mind the trapeze anyway is extremely dangerous, but aside from the point.
I'm sorry to ask, but why are you in a wheelchair?
The nerves in my legs were badly damaged.
And you can't walk now?
I can't even stand now. Since I live on the 3rd floor, I can't even leave this building by myself.
That's awful.
The accident happened during an acrobatics session, right? Oh. Well, hello there, Cyclops. It seems that Acro's injuries were acrobatic in nature.
What's on your mind, Mr. Wright?
Well, exactly when were you injured?
In almost 6 months since I was hurt. I injured my legs during practice.
6 months ago. What in the world went on at this circus then? Well, we'll probably need more information, so we'll have to take a hop, skip, and a jump around. I stopped by yesterday and noticed that you weren't in your room.
I was at the hospital all day yesterday.
Ah, you went there for a bit rehab? What about the murder?
Of course I knew about it. I spoke with the police before they allowed me to go to the hospital. Before I got the call from the prosecutor, I was convinced that it was all a dream.
Huh?
I just couldn't believe it when I saw what I saw.
What you saw? Jeez, that sounded really ominous. What do you see, Acro?
That night, I was in bed sleeping when I heard a huge sound coming from below my window.
I see, the scene of the crime that was right below your window.
That's when I looked out of the window.
What did you see?
He was flying straight up into the air.
He?
Maximilian Galactica.
What?
That's what I thought he'd say. You're absolutely positive you saw Max. It was Max you saw flying through the air, right?
I'm absolutely sure, there's no doubt in my mind.
Nick?
Okay, Mom. We need to, talk to some other people. 'Cause I don't think I can break those Cyclocks on them. We don't know enough yet. Probably we can find Regina at this point in time. Ooh, yeah. I've got a bad feeling about this. Ah, thanks, game, for putting in the sounds. I appreciate it.
Yeah, Nick.
Today's wonderful special must be Philo Felix. Or Phoenix. Sorry, it's just that, thinking of the cat food, Felix. I don't know if you have that where you are, but over here we do.
Stay, heal. Oh, Maya, Nick, it's you guys. I'm sorry, I guess I made a mistake.
Mistake?
Yeah, a little one. I was thinking of teaching whatever primate was out there a lesson. I was expecting more of a monkey than a human.
A monkey? Interesting. We've already had a look around here, haven't we? Wait, no, have we not? Did I miss some stuff?
The seats are kind of far away, don't you think?
They are, but it also means a lot of people can fit in the big top.
He's right. We can fit 500 people into a show. 500? That's amazing. Flying around above that many people is a real rush. At least that's what Max said.
Okay, I think that's everything, correct?
Look, that's where Max comes out during the show. Gotta admit, there was a pretty cool effect. We're planning for me to start coming out of the lion during the next show.
That's great, Regina.
Yeah, I'll ride on Regent's back and jump out of the lion's mouth. I want to try it too. I'll ride on Nick's back and jump out of the lion's mouth.
Sometimes I do wonder with this girl. Step ladder, boxes. Okay, and last bit of dialogue. It always irks me that you can't, like, it stops here. This thing is is a physical wall. You can't go past. I wish you could.
Wow, those lights are huge. I love lights. Whenever I appear under the spotlight, everyone claps for me. That's because everyone knows that you're cute. No, I'm not cute. You're cute. Me? Of course. I'm sure you make an incredible heroine. Or heroine.
Heroine. Heroin. Don't know. Heroin it is. We'll go with the drug.
Really? You think so? Nick, do you hear that? Me, a heroine.
Well, I guess the Scottish will like you a lot then, Maya.
What about Nick, Regina? Nick? He's no hero, is he?
Ouch. Thanks a lot, Maya. To be fair, I appreciate Phoenix in terms of the fact of the glow up they give him in the Dual Destinies. Like they give him like they revamp his hair by giving him like one strand that comes across, and then they update his get up with like a light blue overcoat or a light blue waistcoat, which I've always liked. Nice. They make him look more like esteemed again. Just. Yeah, wear the clothes for the job. You know, wear the clothes for the job you want. It's not the job you have, they say. So Phoenix is definitely a good right attorney. Just look at the clothes.
It's a pity what happened to the ringmaster. Dad? Everyone loved him, didn't they? He must have been quite a man. He was. I do love my dad so much.
I hate to say it, but she doesn't seem that all broken up about her father.
That's why I feel so lonely. Now that I won't be able to see him for a while. For a while? Yeah. When Leon died, I talked with my dad and he told me that when someone dies, they just become a star in the heavens.
A star?
That means that my dad is looking down on me from the sky. That's why I love the night so much. I can see everyone who's gone.
When someone dies, they become a star in the heavens. It's kind of sweet, actually. I bet you there's no way that Maya believes that.
What do you mean there's no way I believe that? You think that one day I'll be a star too?
Of course. Technically, you're already a star now.
You really think so?
Yeah, you will, I think.
I got a feeling that everyone is doing great up in there in the sky.
I wonder if everything's all right with Regina.
Just go back up and clear something up. Why do you want to teach Monkey a lesson? Because he's a meanie. He's got something that means a lot to me.
Something that means a lot to you? It must be something shiny, right?
Something shiny, right?
Oops, Daisy, wrong bit of dialogue.
Actually, it's a stage costume. It's got lots of spangles. It's really beautiful. You should see it. We should? When the costume gets hit by the spotlight, it dazzles. Hey, Mr. Attorney.
Huh?
You saw that monkey, you'd get my costume back for me, wouldn't you? It's really important to me.
Yep.
Leave it up to us.
Guess there's no turning down that request.
Yay, you're really gonna do it?
Okay. Regina, have you ever seen this before?
Huh, I know what this is. Really? Well, it was in my pocket for a while.
It was in your pocket? That piece of paper was in your pocket.
I guess I noticed it was in there around breakfast time.
Breakfast time.
Yeah, I always take Acro as breakfast in the morning. That's when I also take out the trash in his room. Then I go to the cafeteria and eat my own breakfast. And that's when you realize this piece of paper is in your pocket? Yep, but since I'm not a murderer, I just figured it belonged to someone else in someone else's pocket.
And then what?
I wondered if the person who lost it was in trouble, so... You didn't put it up on the bulletin board in the cafeteria, did you? I did. I stuck it up there. How do you know?
So Regina was the one who put it up there. How did that happen?
The morning of the murder, I think.
That explains a lot.
I wonder who wrote this. Ah, it's Acro. Is he in his room today?
Yes, he is. We just came back from this meeting with him.
Hope his legs get better soon. Acro's so incredible, especially on the trapeze. The trapeze is enormous. Is that enormous swing hanging from the top of the tent, right? Yeah, that's it. I really want to see him up there again. Acro the Acrobat.
That's strange. Acro doesn't seem to have many nice things to say about Regina. Regina seems to like Acro just fine. May as well check every word, see if there's anything updated. Just to check, you know, just to be thorough. See? You see what happens? We're gonna go back to Acro? No. I made sure to go back to the cafeteria, to cover all the bases. Like a true attorney, I guess.
Something smells fantastic. So wait, we know it can't be Mo. Wait, I know what it is. It's burgers.
Hello. Welcome to the Bistro de Cirque, aka the cafeteria.
It smells so good in here. And those burgers look great.
She's drooling like she's some sort of crazed burger monster.
My burgers are the best. Juicy meat, toasted buns, special sauce.
I think he's talking about something different.
They're absolutely irresistible to anyone who with a hankering for a burger. One bite will send you to hamburger heaven.
I bet I can tell by the smell.
I can smell by the towel. Whoa, I'm getting hungry too. Those burgers must have some kind of special power.
Now that the ringmaster is gone, what are you gonna do?
That's all I've thought about for the past 2 days. Everyone loved Russell. You know you've heard Acro's story, haven't you? Like how he was adopted when he was younger? He calmed down a bit now, but he was livid when he heard about the murder. Acro was so upset that he couldn't go on.
He was upset? He was that upset?
He was. Anyway, I gave it some thought. Maybe I should give up on trying to be a half-baked clown. I've been thinking of trying on the ringmaster's shoes.
What? Really?
Max would still be an issue. Though.
Max?
He may be a bit mean and hard to work with, but it's hard to argue with his importance. I guess he's probably the reason the circus is still around. A lot of what he says is right.
Mo.
All that's left is to see if anyone can get over the tragedy. You know.
The tragedy, you know? What is he talking about? Get over what tragedy, Mo?
Huh? Don't worry about it. It's nothing. Nothing at all.
You must mean the tragedy of the ringmaster, right?
Yeah, that's it. You're right, girlie. Dang, correctamundo.
Doesn't he mean Bing? Mo, I mean no disrespect here, but are you lying to us?
Huh? No, not at all. What makes you think that?
Just the way you said if anyone can get over the tragedy seems a little bit strange. Seems like you were talking about something from a long time ago. Mo, I'm right, aren't I? So we're getting somewhere closer to the truth.
It's about 6 months ago. It was a little accident. Give me a break. Us old men have accidents. I wear big pants for a reason.
6 months ago, eh? Let's take a punt at it, why don't we? Mo, please tell us what happened 6 months ago. What in the world went down at this circus?
Okay. There's no need to look so scary when you ask me. Hey, look over there, some juicy burgers. Let's eat instead.
Unfortunately, I'm more of a grilled chicken sandwich man myself.
Huh.
Actually, I've kind of got an idea of what happened back then. Mo, you said something about an accident. This one happened to be the cause of that accident, would it? Well, I don't think he caused it. I'm gonna hold off. I need more information. Check back here.
There we go. Beautiful.
Must have taken Max in for questioning.
There really isn't anything that we need to ask him right now anyway.
You're right, I guess. Alright, let's go then.
I guess not. I need more information about this thing. Okay, and guess we're going here.
Mo's not here.
What's that? I hear something.
Stop it, Nick. You're scaring me.
There's the monkey.
Nick, it's money.
That monkey's holding something.
That's it. That thing means a lot to Regina, remember?
Alright, time to take on this monkey. Attorney style. Square up to it, Nick. Talk its language. I'm not...
Yikes. Wah.
I tried to have a monkey-to-monkey talk with him. I really did.
Nick, you...
I swiped while money was distracted.
Wow, you're really on the ball today, Nick. Let me see it.
Huh? You can see it fine from where you are.
You know what I mean. I really want to try on Regina's costume.
Maybe they'll take you into the circus, and I can get some peace and quiet. What's the matter now?
Doesn't fit me at all. Oh well. Guess it's time to lay...
Oh, damn, Phoenix.
Don't make comments about a woman's weight. It's one way to end up getting punched in the face.
Oh well, guess it's time
For you to lay off the burgers. Not to mention, it doesn't look like something any girl I know would actually wear. Like how Phoenix just basically insulted Maya to her face. Basically called her fat. Present.
Here you go, Regina. Yay, thank you. You really got it back for me.
Don't mention it.
I love you, Mr. Attorney.
No. It's nothing. Just checking again. Yeah. Okay, yep, Phoenix, just hold it back. Hold it back. Two more years, man. 2 more years. Then you can do what you want to your heart's content. No wonder guys melt a mush right in front of this girl.
Hey, Regina. This costume is yours, right? I tried it on, but it didn't fit me. Huh? This costume? It isn't mine. It was Leon's.
Leon's?
You know, the lion she told us about.
Oh yeah, the one that someone killed. Can we ask about Leon? Yeah, we can. Leon, he was killed, wasn't he?
That's right, my dad killed him. Why? Well, Leon did something really bad during practice.
During practice?
Leon was sitting down and he opened his mouth. You know,
What?
Usually when he did that, I would put my head into his mouth. Wait, you put your head in a lion's mouth? I sure did. The people in the crowd always loved seeing me do that. They'd always start screaming.
You sure they were screaming because they love to see you do that? Or because they're worried for your, your personal health? Anyways, what was the bad thing?
Oh yeah, Leon bit someone during that practice.
Just putting my headphones on. My headphones back on. My hair was getting in the way a bit. And it still is.
Regina, was everything alright though? No, it wasn't alright. That was the problem. My dad was incredibly angry. And that's when Leon...
Oh, and that's when Leon...
Yeah, he became a star in the sky.
Poor thing. Kane, shot by the ringmaster 6 months ago for biting a performer. Okay, and I think we can go back to Mo now and try and punch a hole with what he was talking about. Okay, and Mo. Okay, and then I guess we have to present evidence. And we'll skip for all the dialogue, that's why I was skipping through them. I heard a little bit from Regina. Leon made a mistake during a practice, right?
How did you?
There's one down.
I told them so many times. You shouldn't be doing such dangerous acts.
Like putting her head inside Leon's mouth, correct?
Yeah, but Regina believed in Leon. She believed so strongly that the ringmaster went along and he never could say no to her.
Out of curiosity, who was bitten? Come on, Mo. Don't climb up on me now. Who did Leon bite on the head?
Well, I promised I wouldn't say anything.
You promised?
He's involved in this too.
He's involved, huh? Mo must be talking about... Mo, is this the person you promised you wouldn't say anything about? Well, no one got bit on the head. You pretty much know. Acro's obviously the one you got to take a punt on, though. Must be Acro, right?
How'd you know?
Don't worry about that, Mo. Getting to the bottom of this accident may solve what happened to the ringmaster.
No, no way.
I need to know the truth about what happened to Russell. Please, tell me what you know.
I'm sorry, Acro.
And I get my bar refilled. Yeah. So I can make even more mistakes.
It was just like you said, you know, the accident.
Did someone die?
No, but it probably would have been better if he had.
What? How did that have been better?
He's still alive. But when he got bit, he suffered massive brain damage. He'll never recover from the coma he's in.
Coma?
All he does now is lie in his bed at hospital. That's all he's ever been able to do.
I see.
How is he related to Acro?
He's his brother.
Huh?
Person who got bit was Acro's brother.
Brother?
They were an acrobat team of brothers, Acro and Bat. Cute nicknames, I thought. Anyways, they were an incredible team, cut down together in their prime.
So what happened?
Who is Acro's younger brother?
Sean Dingling, but everyone calls him Bat. He fell in love with Regina. Trying to win her love was his downfall.
Everyone seems to fall in love with Regina. At least Bat seems to be of age. Never mind. 6 years difference. I'll keep my mouth shut. Looks can be deceiving.
6 months ago while we were practicing, all of a sudden Bat blurts out let me perform with Leon.
Why'd he do that?
I don't know, but that was what caused the accident. I'll never forget that moment. It was so strange. Leon had the weirdest look on his face. Like he was smiling.
You mean...
You mean Leon?
Yeah, Leon. He bit down, he was smiling.
Ooh, that's a nasty way to go.
Some sick grin.
No way. That's impossible.
Smirking lion, a flying murderer? Why does this all... Why does that... Why does it seem that it's always Mo who catches all of the incredible events?
Nick, can lions smile?
Potentially, yes. They have muscles in their face to what would look like a smile. I don't know if they can, if you tell them to smile, they can. It's probably hard to do, but you could probably do it.
We never told the police about the incident. The circus would have been shut down if we had. Next day, the ringmaster took Leon out and shot him with a rifle.
So that's what really happened.
Well, you guys were so serious. What was I supposed to tell you? All to do, I had to tell you. But all this truthfulness has put me in the mood for a burger. Here, why don't you two have some pepper? Shake, 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 shake.
There he goes again, acting like his normal crazy self.
Achoo!
Nice. Hey, what a wonderful sneeze.
I have a very loud sneeze, so I try and block it out as best as I can.
You think so?
You sneeze with pepper and slip on a banana peel? That's basic clownsmanship. Girlie, I know you gotta understand that.
Nick, I think I can make a good clown.
Other than Regina, I've never seen a cuter sneeze.
Does Regina sneeze with pepper too?
She does. Bat would always tease her with pepper.
Bad?
From my point of view, those two always look so perfect together.
Again, the age difference is a problem for me, but okay. Gotta wait 2 years.
They look perfect together, huh?
Okay. We talked to Regina about that. Let me go at this person. I don't think I'm gonna get anything out of her. I guess we could take a swing at Acro. Ah, Mr. Wright. Back again, I see.
Well, he did say I'll be back. Wait, or was that someone else?
Haha! Movie references. We're back because Acro's hiding why his legs were injured. He was hurt in the accident 6 months ago. It would seem that he knows that we know. Well, well, it seems you've got things you want to talk about. So, fire away. Well, present the number 9. The magic number 9. Okay, and here we go. I have to ask you, how are you injured? I'm sorry, I thought we talked about this. It was an accident that happened during practice. An accident during practice, huh? Yes. Unfortunately, acrobats are prone to all sorts of injuries. Do you not have a safety net for those types of injuries, though? If that were the real cause, he'd have no reason to keep his secret. Acro, are you really telling me that a practice accident was the cause of your injury? And not Leon? Leon. I'm sorry, I felt like doing the Ashley thing there.
Leon, help!
I we're two Resident Evils away from Resident Evil 4, so I think. Oh no, no, yeah, we're Resident Evil 2, Resident Evil 3. Technically, Resident Evil or a few Resident Evils away. We got Resident Evil Survivor if you want to play that. Resident Evil Code Veronica. We'll probably get to 4 though before we get to those more spin-off games. Although I would like to play Code Veronica. I wish, like I've said it before, I wish they would have made a remake of that before making the remake of 4, because it makes sure you keep up to date with Chris and Wesker and their sort of story, as well as Claire. 6 months ago, you were attacked by a lion. That's when you were injured. Oh, he gave me that serious look. 1 down, 2 to go. I'm on the right track, I just need to keep going. You're saying I was attacked by a lion? That's what I'm saying. I'm sorry, Mr. Wright, but I'm an acrobat. I'm no animal tamer. If a lion was coming at me, I'd be running for the exit. Okay, maybe attacked isn't the best word I'd be using. Let me rephrase this as battled the lion. So you seem to enjoy telling jokes. Why would I decide to battle a lion? Because you had to fight it. Because you had to fight it to save someone. Your brother. Bat. It was a shame what happened to your brother 6 months ago. You tried to save him, didn't you? And that's how you got this terrible injury. 2. 1 to go. Mo, he must have told you. Yep, we learned about Bat from Mo. Well, he didn't mention anything about you in regards to the accident. I suppose it was just a slip of the tongue on his part. That's how I figured it out. A slip of the tongue?
Anyways, they were an incredible team, cut down in their prime.
Cut down together was where he slipped. That's how I figured it out. You two ended up at the center of the same accident. Together, like always. I see. But an accident is an accident, and it wasn't anyone's fault. I still haven't broken Acro's last cyclog. This must be one incredibly deep-seated secret. It wasn't anyone's fault. Do you care to explain more? Acro, I know you were still hiding something from me. Maybe someone you don't seem to like much is the reason you're being evasive. Obviously, Regina. Regina. You always seem calm and collected until you start talking about her. Saying things like she's cruel. Well done, Mr. Attorney. You've got quite the set of eagle eyes. You know, a tiger tried to attack me. Regent tried to attack you. Twice. He wasn't serious, I'm sure. You're not trying to insinuate that I believe she spurred on Leon to attack Bat, are you? Leon was never taught a command to attack people. Regina's incapable of doing anything like that. Besides, Regina had no reason to hurt my little brother. Regina and Bat were such good friends back then. But you still hate Regina. I've got proof of it. What are you talking about? Oh, maybe I overdid it again. If I can hand something over to Acro, maybe it'll... Here's proof. You had it out for Regina all along. Give her the note. You must have been the one who wrote it, because it was found in her pocket. This? Where did you get this? Regina posted it on a bulletin board in the cafeteria. Before that, it was in her pocket.
I guess I noticed it was there around breakfast time. I always take Acro as breakfast in the morning.
You wrote this, and then you put it in her pocket. That's right, isn't it? That's right. Well done, Mr. Wright. Booyah. All the chains, and my health is refilled so I can make all the mistakes in call tomorrow. My legs were injured by Leon 6 months ago. My younger brother Bat had a dare with Regina.
A dare?
An absurd dare. If I can put my head inside of Leon's mouth like you do, you have to go to the movies with me on a date.
That's insane. Didn't he know how dangerous that is?
We all thought he was being stupid too. But that lion was very old to begin with. Age brought with it countless experience in doing that very trick. Unfortunately, this particular time I guess Leon wasn't ready or willing. So that's when the accident happened, right? He just wanted to take her out to the movies.
Poor Bat.
When Leon chomped down, I jumped towards him. And Leon attacked me, and that's how I ended up.
What about Bat?
He's still in a coma. I went to the hospital yesterday to visit him.
I see.
I'm still waiting for him to open his eyes again. And that's the reason I keep going. The one thing is, I know even people suffer major brain damage, they can actually, depending on how much damage there is always hope that people can get to some form of normal life. Obviously in this case we don't know, but it's remarkable what the human body can repair itself from. Bat and Regina. They were such great friends. Oh yes, I wanted you to take a look at this. What is this? This is the scarf my brother was wearing when Leon attacked him.
Gross, it's covered in blood.
This scarf? It was a present from Regina to my brother on the day of the accident. When he did it, he looked like he was smiling. He? Leon, obviously.
Oh.
When he bit down on Bat's head. The expression of Leon's face as he looked like a grin.
Nick,
I know, most of the same thing.
what do you think it all means?
Oh, okay, I'm gonna take a punt. It's either Von Karma or Gumshoe. I'm gonna go with Gumshoe. I'll be taking that scarf if you don't mind. God damn it. A 50-50 split and I screwed up. Ms. Von Karma, I've already heard everything, so hand over the scarf.
The scarf is evidence in the trial.
That is for me to decide. I think we should begin our preparations now, Acro. Preparations? I've served a summons to Acro to appear in court tomorrow as a witness. Acro will talk more at the prosecutor's office.
Acro? A witness?
Come, Acro. Let's go to the office. Yes, ma'am.
Now what do we do, Nick? How are we gonna handle tomorrow?
Don't worry about it. I'll figure something out. Look at you all full of confidence.
You must have found something out you can use.
This is all beginning to come together now. And that is probably where we'll end it today. So save. Yep, so is it almost a year? Yeah, it's almost a year. Yeah, basically almost 3 years since I last played the game. Since I last played the game and ended it. I ended it around Christmas. I remember it fondly because I remember being around my aunties at the time and playing on my Switch and my handheld. Yeah, fun times. We're getting through it eventually. But for now, it's all the time I've got for today. I'd like to thank you guys for watching. People on Twitch, we're moving over to Arkham City after a break, but For people on YouTube and Rumble, if you ever want to watch me live, you can do. There should be a link to the Twitch channel in the description of every video that I do, as well as any other platform you wish to watch me on if you ever miss anything. I'd like to thank you guys for watching one final time, and bye-bye.